Let me along to your totally nude island. You took mine, you took my hand. Let me astray that day I'm totally nude island.
Once you hear the mesmerizing calls of the rarest of exotic birds, you become totally consumed by passion. Totally consumed by passion. Put on a strategically placed shell, raise a little hell.
Boom, baby. We are live. How's everybody doing today? Happy Sunday and welcome to No Simp September. I have been busy. Obviously didn't stream Dude Party yesterday. Got a little carried away at the old nightclub. Was not even supposed to evolve into what it evolved into, but hey, it is what it is. I did intense coaching with the SALT webinars, and my God, we are really just changing and doing so many like life-changing works in men's lives out there, and it's so great. I love it. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 318, Red Pill Sunday Sermon. Finding meaning in life with the red pill. And we're going to talk about what it's like to be in my shoes, kind of at the end of the race, if you will, right? I'm embarking on a new stage in my life. A lot of you guys are still kind of, quite frankly, a lot of you guys are still struggling with figuring out the women, the money, and all those things. Money Muscles Game, that is the name of it all. And what we're going to talk about today is all going to be covered in boom, Body Language Mastery, going down on September 24th. Do not forget, because that is going down. It's happening in 11 days. 11 days enrollment's happening, and we're going in and having a 3-week training course every day. Dude, we're probably going to be doing anywhere between 4 to 8 hours of coaching every day, Monday to Friday. Okay, this is what you're going to get here with Body Language Mastery. Okay, you're going to get the full video course, a head-to-toe breakdown of female body language, and then you're going to get the private Telegram group for coaching until the end of the year. And then 3 weeks of 2-hour webinars, AM, PM, that answer all your money muscles and game questions starting at 10:15 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's every single day. Then you get access to the private Facebook group, right? Lifelong group of networking and questions, and direct access to me. So what I haven't showcased lately, though, is the other benefit, which is this is the private login you get in to watch all the previous webinars. So these are from last year. So all the webinars from this year are finally edited, and now we're uploading them. By the time quarter 3 is going, which is October 1st, quarter 1 and 2 webinars for this year will be available. Well, let me show you what you get. So if you just click watch now after you get into this little section, right? This is quarter 2 of last year. And this is all the private stuff that nobody has access to, right? Especially the broke boy MGTOWs, because it costs $7.97 to get into this course, because you get all of this data. So for you guys that are actually serious to make a change in your life and study stuff that like you really can't find, you're not going to find this at Prager University or Harvard or whatever. This is like real red pill education. You can see all of this. These are average videos about an hour and a half here, and this is last year, right? But it's funny, you're gonna see quarter 3 or quarter 4, you're gonna see those numbers jump up. The webinars, they go long, man. They're going long, and they're getting longer. These are 2.5, 2 hours, 2.25, 2 hours 30 minutes, 2 hours. Look, I mean, this is all. So there's Troy, there's Ryan, there's Rich there, there's the Male Academy. There's Donovan, there's Alfie Kingdom, there's Troy again. We do all of this stuff, man. And it's so in depth and it's so powerful. It's just fantastic. It's so fantastic. I'm looking forward to being there with you guys. The sign up list is growing every single day. So modernlifedating.com/body language. You'll be able to get in there. Yeah, you should name some of the videos. Trust me, I know. I'm working on it, man. I'm building this plane as I'm flying it. But you know, instead of nitpicking, how about you just shut the fuck up and start watching the videos? In the meantime, yeah, I know I need to watch. I need to name them whatever. But you know, some of you guys are funny. Just do the fucking work. That's the difference. Ban David N. Is somebody losing their mind in the chat? Let's see. Let's read what this guy says. Oh, wow, he's really losing his mind, huh? This is funny. I got to make some more moderators. We got to have some moderator interviews. Let me read what this idiot's saying. Here, I'll give you guys. Here's another case in point, right? Looks like this guy's a MGTOW. This is perfect. Every day, I'm just going to use these people's stupidity against them. So, he says, what is this? Hey, pussy, why did you delete my comments on your other clip with Joker? I don't know. I have a team that operates my YouTube, buddy. I don't deal with plebs like you. Go fist yourself, MLD. You're a fraud and a little bitch. Same dude with his "do you even lift arms" flexing all over the place and criticizing other content creators. I feel like I'm filling out pretty well. What do you know what the most funny thing is? I look small from this angle, actually. This camera makes me look small and tiny. That's when we move into the new place, it's gonna be solid. No, man, I'm a little bit of a big boy. I'm 189 right now. And 5'10", 189. But yeah, this angle just makes me look small. I mean, my arms are super long too, so I mean, you know, but like, what am I gonna like? The thing is, when I train to be an effective fighter, so large arms are not, you know, beneficial to being a great fighter. It's actually not as good as you want. Like, look at all the top boxers and stuff. Arms are very long, very muscular and long, and so like, you know, if I ever run into this guy in real life, I'll just pop him real quick. But I mean, what am I supposed to do? Just like bicep flex and eat protein and get jacked so I can like make haters like you happy? Is that your train of logic? Let's continue. Let's see what else he's saying. Dude has double chin. Do I have a double chin? I don't. Now I have a double chin. Yeah. I don't think I have a double chin. It's getting better. I had a good year last year. I'll be honest. We're gonna talk about that today. You know, last year I kind of got like the, you know, what is it called? Like a post-achievement depression, something like that. I got a little bummed out last year, and when I had all this, like, you know, the gigantic amount of success, and then my hormones were off from my TRT, and I had estrogen was way too high, so I was retaining water, and I got fat, and yeah, now I'm just working to do it. But again, like, I'm not like fat or like obese or whatever. I mean, I would love to see this guy. Is he an icon of fitness? What's funny is though is like I still get results. I just went on a date now with this fucking girl. Dude, she has awful attitude, but she's just my type. She's like skinny, nerdy, skinny, but huge tits. And she says she like skip dominated in bed when we're talking about sex on the date. And she like wants me to like beat her ass when we're having sex. I was like, good, keep fucking showing up with this shit attitude, and you're gonna feel this fire. So I'm gonna watch some like old John Jones clips and then go fuck her. Full of fat? No, I'm not full of fat. Where's cheap chains? These were not cheap. This one is the cheapest one. This right here is $2,000, and then the pendant I think was only like $600. Nigga, you are trash. Salt these nuts. Hey, MLD, do you fucking lift? Regular only attracts like 100 viewers. Yeah, guess I'm a loser. Y'all really listen to this fat Asian that has vocal inflection of your mother? This dude deletes comments on his videos all the time. He claims he's about helping men and makes videos for hours calling other men bitches. MLD is a fat Asian bitch, and you guys want his game advice? Dude sounds like a geisha. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Dude is a fat Asian fraud. Then what else it says? is he still going? Oh, he shut up now. Well, let's get rid of that guy. Let's send him to the shadow realm. But again, you see, that guy, here's the thing, right? That guy's just a really unhappy person. He's just really unhappy and he's miserable. And that's why he's MGTOW too. Because like I said, man, we live in a time of abundance. Gentlemen, you can have whatever you want as long as you do the work. And look at that. Look how this guy's like in here, like waking up early, coming to my live stream and like ferociously typing and everything. Like, why don't you go like study a boot camp course for coding, or go get like your real estate license, or become a trader, or learn to weld, or things like that. And the thing is, a guy like that is perfect. It must have been sent from the alpha chat in the sky, but a guy like him ties in perfectly to what we're going to talk about tonight: finding meaning in life with the red pill, right? It's very interesting behind the scenes. I feel like I'm a little too small here. How's that? That's good, right? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, so where was I? Oh, yeah, there's an interesting pattern that's happening. I'm going to get a little bit more intimate with you guys here on Sunday, because you guys that watch the Sunday show and who also watch the Tokyo Crypto show, like, you guys are like the diehards, and you guys are the great ones. Love you guys so much. But, with what's going on in this community, you have to realize, like, a big part of what I do is razzle dazzle and in distracting to push away the dumb people. And more, I'm starting to realize that my strategy is working, because a lot of the guys in the SALT webinar courses, what we're doing, one thing I've been doing lately is telling everybody to take an IQ test and send the results. And we have been having, on average, the average IQ in the Hot Dude Army is like 120 range. Okay? The highest range is 130 and above, and that's genius level. That's the 99th percentile. But with the 120 range, you're in about the 90th percentile. So what that means is, like, every 90% of all people on the planet, you're smarter than them if you're in that percentile. And I'm attracting a seriously, like, a very educated audience, and I love it. And it's funny, like, the guy's saying, like, only has 100 viewers. Like, great. Okay, cool. Like, people, the dumb people, they just think that subscribership and views equals value. So if you have a bunch of subscribers, and then you must be making money, and your message must be valid. But if you don't have a bunch of subscribers, then you're actually inadequate, and you're uneducated, and your quality of content is trash, right? And again, guys like that will never join Body Language Mastery, and they'll never be part of this community. But I mean, every single enrollment period, we just got this new guy, calls himself Curve. Dude, I really like this guy, and he is super smart, very, very, very well established with his finances. He's very protected. And, people like Harry that we recruited, I love Harry. Me and Harry talk like almost every day. Guys like Scott, Kelvin's on the up and up. And I've noticed that in this corner of the internet, this small corner, and let me tell you something, I like being unknown on the internet. I like, the more I kind of grow in subscribership, like, honestly, it's attracting more crazies too. Like, that's another thing I've noticed, right? But we seem to be attracting a group of high intelligent people. And when you have high intelligence and you do the work and you take action and you fix your life up, you reap the rewards. Ryan Christensen was talking about it on Afi Kingdom's stream yesterday. And he was saying that, like, people that are educated and know their value, they get overcompensated in life. And what I'm talking about today is that, like, for example, this guy, he is so upset because he has no meaning in life. He's angry, he's upset, and he's angry and upset to the point that he has to come here and, like, spread vicious hate in the chat, which I think it's hilarious. But we talk about a lot of things in this community, right? And I've kind of been joking lately. I've been jokingly saying that, like, I'm getting so much pussy and success that it's like making me nihilistic, right? And it's true, because once you get to a certain level of game, a certain level of financial success and everything, you still have to sit there and struggle with the fact of your mortality. At least I do. I woke up out of a drunken slumber today. Had I have an existential crisis probably once a week, if not every day, because I'm very well aware of my mortality and just like this condition, this whole like mystery that we're all just floating around in. And I have what people would say is, oh, thank you. Mark Daniels with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. That was totally not necessary, but thank you. If you guys want to join the Hot Dude Army, click on that. You get some red pills, you get some blue pills, icons, you get the golden eggplant emoji. My that's my favorite one, the golden eggplant. I had these custom made for the channel. But yeah, and as it grows, it's getting to the point that I just need little indicators to see like who's serious and who's a troll. Like people who sign up for the Hot Dude Army, you get a Hot Dude Life emblem next to your name. I can see it in the chat and I can identify you quickly and I'll remember you, and you're going to get special treatment because, I'm here for the guys that actually care. But when you get to these levels of success, you just kind of realize like, oh, well, I still am going to fucking die one day. And that's a nice problem to have, because then you get to like the whole, like, I don't know, I don't want to say spirituality because I don't know if I believe in that shit anymore. But, you get to a point where when you're not struggling financially and struggling sexually, that frees up a lot of mental real estate, right? And then when you have that mental real estate to think about other things, eventually we all internally kind of search for meaning. And what is meaning? Meaning is just feeling fulfilled, enjoying this existence to the maximum that we can, right? And that's what I strive, because ideally I would like to I'm freeing so many minds that the guys are, taking off. Like look at Ryan Christensen, right? He came in Q3 last year, not even a year ago. Now he is an amateur, but very, very, very good digital marketer. And he's an amateur, okay? He has gone from content consumer to content producer. He now has his hypnosis training that he's done. He's going to seminars. He's on Rich's channel. He's on my channel. He's on Afi's channel. He's building up a name for himself. He has his website, hypnosisformen.net. That's a guy who has gone from simp to pimp. He has women. He's very happy. He's a super educated guy. I think his IQ is like 130 something. So he's literally a genius, right? So when you free up because a lot of guys, all of us, we always rack our minds like, how do I get sex? How do I get sex? How do I crack this code? How do I fix the money thing, right? But once you do, your whole life changes, right? And that's what we're talking about this. So we're gonna do a little bit of reading from the old good book, and oh yeah, you guys. Some people are asking me in the chat, what is a good IQ test? Here, let me show you. You want to go to this website right here. Let it load. Uno momento, por favor. Why my internet is not acting fiber optically today? All right. So you're gonna go to queendom.com. Okay, this is the website, and then you're just gonna go here and you're gonna type in classic IQ. Right, classical IQ tests, and then it's this one here, classical IQ test, right? So it's 57 questions. It takes about 30 minutes apparently, but I took like 45 minutes. I took my time. I did not use pencil and paper. I don't know if you're allowed to use pencil and paper, but I did not. But yeah, and then at the end you can pay $7 or one full day of a MGTOW's daily salary, $7, and then you can get a breakdown of your report. So my IQ is like 126 on one time and then 120 on the other one. So it's in the 120 range, and then my fluid intelligence is in the 125 range. But I advise you guys to take this just to kind of know where you lie on the IQ bell curve, right? So we can type in IQ bell curve. Let me show you how it looks. Okay. So this is what the data you're going to be looking for, because again, if you want to have results in life, and you need to know where you stand, right? What does this one say? So let me see. Yeah. Okay. Where's good ones here? Here, I think this is a nice one. Oh wait, no, this is that's funny. That's really funny. This is incorrect. Where's a good one? Kind of just ad-libbing this one here, but I want to show it to you guys because of this. Yeah, frequency and population. See, so when you have like a bell curve, this is how everything is distributed statistically, right? Let's see if this picture's bigger. This is just, wow, what is going on with my internet? It is awful. What the fuck, dude? This is not fiber optic speeds. Jesus Christ. Let's go back to this one. Anyways, I'm trying to get a bigger one here. There we go. That's nice. Okay. So you can kind of see where you lie on the spectrum. So the guy who was commenting, he's probably in the 85 to 115 range, right? That's like basically, like, obviously 100 is the middle of the road. I think anything from 115 up means you're above average, and you are, IQ correlates to a lot of things, right? So yeah, here's a nice one. It says, bright but not gifted. So I guess I'm in the bright but not gifted. Quite frankly, I think I might be 130. I wanted to take a proper test. It's just my ego, right? My ego. This is a nice one. Yeah. So, the Hot Dude Army guys, we're over here in the high performer area. This is where most people are who are taking the tests. And if you're in like the 115 plus area, okay, what that means is anything you set your hand to and anything you decide to do with diligence and the correct strategy, you're probably not going to be just successful, but you're probably going to be wildly successful. People seem to forget that I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, right? And say what you will, like, 5 years, he doesn't have that many subs, yeah. But I don't do YouTube to be popular. I do YouTube to run a business, and my plan is working excellently. And I'm over here, so I'm on the, like, okay, so this is 115, so like I'm probably here from the 120, this area right here. Okay, and I'm in the high performer range, and you don't need to be 130 plus to be like, super super genius, super millionaire, or anything like that. But most guys that are testing in the Hot Dude Army, they're like right here, the high performers. So it's always good to take an IQ test, kind of just know where you stand, know where you lie, and it's a fucking fantastic test, fantastic test. So that's what I would say, gents. That's you want to objectively know where you stand. We're all men here, and men are not privileged like women in the Western world to live in a delusional reality unless you are a MGTOW, right? Men living in the West are forced to deal with reality, and so what happens is somebody just booked a coaching session. Jesus, I can't even keep up with these things. Oof, busy. It's good. Life's good. Thank you, Jesus. Right? Fuck, where was I? Oh, you want to objectively know where you are as a man, and you want to know where you lie, objectively speaking. So by taking an IQ test, that seriously is going to give you a massive edge over people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, Conk, what's up, buddy? Conk's in the house. He says, you ever use EQ? I'd taken it in college, but I honestly have no idea if it's legit. EQ is extremely very important skill as well. So no, that's something as well that you got to do. The more you can know about yourself objectively, the more you are able to optimize, right? If you don't know how, like, for example, let's say you are fat, but you don't know how fat you are. So if you get a body analysis done, then you'll know, like, oh, okay, I'm 26% body fat. So, I'm 26% body fat. So I need to lose weight and get down to like 18%. And so by monitoring your body fat level, then you're going to have feedback to understand where you need to be going, what do you need to change and optimize. Same thing with your IQ, same thing with your EQ, right? So EQ is emotional quotient. So how smart, how socially intelligent are you, right? Because IQ matters, but EQ matters more in my opinion. Because everything that you're going to want in life is going to come from a human. Okay? So if you don't even have like the technical skills to like build something great or whatever, but you can negotiate with people who are like socially incompetent, but they're also geniuses, then you can, negotiate contracts to have that person work for you. And then you lease their skills out to somebody else to help build something. And that's how empires are born, right? So now EQ is extremely important. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Hit subscribe too for you guys. If you're watching but you're not subscribed, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people randomly from my channel. So please hit the subscribe button. So today I'm going to read from the book of Ecclesiastes. So for all my Bible thumpers out there, Conk, Tom, get it out. Somebody says in the chat, at what age did you become red pill? I was born in the red pill. Okay. You ever see that scene in Bane? Or not Bane. The Dark Knight Rises, right? It gives the this is how I use my analogy for myself here. I'll just show you. I love using this one. It's such a good villain. Take a look at this.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
You see, a lot of these guys, they find the red pill at a certain age, and it's fine. I'm not trying to discredit their experience, but I was born in the red pill. I was raised very, very chaotically, raised by a single mom. I go down the laundry list of what happened to me: physically abused, emotionally abused, beaten, verbally ripped apart from fucking so young age until I was like, fucking 13, 14, where I could finally start defending myself. And I just saw raw human nature, like when I was young, I saw my mom hooking up with a bunch of guys. I saw, I walked in on them like having sex and all this stuff that a child should not see. And I got taken to nightclubs when I was young. I've seen, I was robbed of my childhood. I mean, I still had I have some good memories of being having good childhood, but I was forced into the red pill. I didn't find the red pill, the red pill found me. And from a young age, I just saw it all. And I was never one of these guys that had, I lost my virginity when I was 24 or something. No, I was hooking up with girls and stuff when I was 13, 14, 15. And then, I lost my virginity when I was 17. I think by being raised in somewhat of a feral manner, right, that it really allowed my real masculinity to come through. Because a lot of guys who are raised blue pill, they usually have a pretty a cush lifestyle. Everything's pretty easy, everything's pretty simple. You can't be a part of the blue pill and and struggling at the same time. I think that's why the African American community is a little way more red pilled than the white community, because they live in poverty and they have to like live in some like seriously shitty situations at times, and they're forced to deal with the truth. Like, you can't delude yourself if you don't have things going for you. You know what I mean? It's a luxury to be blue pilled to an extent. That's why it's always fat white women watching Oprah and The View and all that nonsense. And that's the big difference there. Oh, looks like I'm buffering. Are we freezing? Am I freezing? I'm freezing on one end here. I don't know. Or can somebody in the chat let me know it's good? We're good? Oh, solid. Okay, and then Large Shark. Welcome to the Hot Dude Army. Let's see if if we get the alert. Throw some golden eggplant emojis in the chat. There he is. There he is. Welcome to the Hot Dude Army. Hello there. Welcome. But yeah, so that's what I would say was like what red pilled me, if you will. You know what I mean? But you said you were a loser and started talking to Rich Cooper. From a business standpoint, I needed help. I mean, I wasn't necessarily, how do I say this? I wasn't a loser. I had some loser behaviors for sure. And Rich really, guys, when you talk to a mentor, when you talk to a guy who has his shit together, he will get you right on track really quick. Really quick. He's going to adjust your rudder. Listen, you don't become rich financially with like by luck and by deluding yourself with lies. You have to be grounded in reality and objective truth to get the success that you want in everything, right? He says, Large Shark says, like the content could relate to your origin story. Yeah, it is. It was just tough and shit growing up with the abuse and everything. But abused people are strong people, man. We are strong people. That's why you can say whatever you want. And, it's, you're not going to hurt my feelings, and people have self-esteem. Abused people, when they get power and they heal themselves, they become great, strong people. So if you're a guy that's kind of going through some abuse, or you've gone in, your little life beat you up a little bit, that is something you can look at and fix yourself. You can heal yourself. It's totally possible. And then you're super stronger than a guy who had like a silver spoon his whole life. You know what I mean? That's why like some of the best fighters are these guys that grew up in the fucking ghetto. That got, if you guys know George St. Pierre grew up poor as shit in like some like hillbilly ass area in Canada. And he got his ass beat when he was young. He got beat up a lot. He got bullied, right? My shit is just fucking up on my end. I'm like just trying to roll. There's no buffering on your guys' end at all. Like the screen is loading and it's like it's messing. I think YouTube's like psychologically fucking with me. Sage Fields, welcome to the Hot Dude Army. He had just joined. Awesome, man. You guys signing up. It's great. Okay, that's great. That's great. Similar to Adesanya. Oh, really? I didn't know of that. You're good. No buff at all. Thank God. Okay, cool. It's just it's spazzing out on my end. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And like, you guys have to realize this. You have to think like, what are you doing? Come here.
Hello there.
Come. Come here. Come. Yeah. Sorry, she's chewing something she shouldn't be chewing. Well, she's gonna co-host with me for a little bit. But yeah, with everything that's been going on, with the world shifting, you have to realize this too, right? That people think like you just need a traditional education to get what you want, but you can learn from people off of the internet and YouTube. Like, it is totally possible. Like, you can look at my community. Guys are here, learning and changing their lives, big time. It's not even a joke. It's like, it's real. It's happening, So by learning from people who have been through hell and back, you're going to learn way more than a guy who lived a cush life and kind of had a silver spoon in his mouth or his ass, wherever his silver spoon goes. So that's what I'm talking about. You can learn these things. And then, you know, when you achieve these high levels of success, you get to the new levels of new problems and shit. And so, damn, everybody's signing up for the Hot Dude Army today. Thank you. Look at like Gus S is signing up for the Hot Dude Army as well. Welcome, 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 guys. This is fantastic. There he is, Gus. Welcome, welcome to the Hot Dude Army. Hello there. But yeah, here's the link if you guys want to join. Just click the join button or click the link in the chat. So like, just don't send me like these big super chats. Just join the Hot Dude Army. That's all I care about. But yeah, so that's what I'm talking about is, you know, just being able to understand what's going on around you with today's kind of new world that we live in, right? Like people are still dumb. They think like you need a 9-to-5 to be rich and you need like millions of dollars to be rich. Dude, I am not a millionaire and I am so happy with the quality of life that I'm living right now. I am beyond happy because I'm free. I'm free. Took me 5 years to get here. Some of you guys give up on some shit after 5 months. Some of you guys give up on some shit after 5 hours, to be honest. I'm not trying to throw any shade that's unnecessarily, you know, I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just saying, you know, real talk. A lot of people quit, man. A lot of people are quitters. I mean, look at MGTOW. That's a whole movement of quitters. That is a full movement of quitters. And it's massive. Let that be a lesson to you, right? Let that be a lesson because look, again, right, people, because I made that video about Better Bachelor, and if you just watch my video objectively, like he blatantly misinterpreted data. It's like it's black and white how wrong he is. And I just pointed out his incompetence in regards to that. And I got a huge backlash. People unsubscribed. They fucking pushed thumbs down on the video. They lost their mind. But at the end of the day, I wasn't wrong in what I said at all. And they were just so upset. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be like super, super popular and super huge. Like, I like the way everything is right now. I like it. And I'm just chilling and I'm enjoying life. And I would rather have quality over quantity. You know, remember, look at 300, right?
$100
Thank you so much, Christian.
You're a cuck. You're
okay.
Pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. He says, was diagnosed with Asperger's as a kid. I learned more about social skills from you and Rolo than I did from any special ed teacher. Thank you, bro. You are welcome. You are welcome, bro. But yeah, totally. George Bruno's in the house. He says, good morning, watching from my 2005 Toyota Tacoma. Oh, that's funny. It's a good truck. I had a 2015. It's a good truck. Or no, was it 2000? I think it was a 2013. I don't know. It was a while back. It was before I went to Japan. But yeah, you know, I'm the most alpha Chad because I started as the biggest blue pill autist. There you go. Congratulations. Yeah. Oh, Turbo Man, Scott. It's not a real red pill. You got to sign up for the Hot Dude Army. Guys, can we show Turbo Man on Skyline what the real red pill looks like? Throw the red pills in the chat. Throw the red pills. I want to see an army of red pills on this screen right here. But yeah, you know, I think maybe it's because oh wow, this is fucking real crazy. There they are. There's the red pills of truth, right? But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is like, you know, you're going to be able to learn so much. You're going to be able to do so much by figuring out, you know, little things here and there from content creators like myself, right? And like, yeah, of course these MGTOW guys have big audiences because going back to the bell curve, the majority of people are average and or low IQ. Okay? That's the truth. I love all the fucking red pills and golden eggplants I'm seeing in the chat right now. Thank you so much. Oh man, it's fantastic. So, you know, Gus S says took the IQ test 120 overall. Thanks, John. There you go. That's it, dude. Honestly, all you really need to be like super, like to be successful above average is like honestly 110, 115. Anything above that, like you're set. All you need is a plan that's effective, a work ethic, and the drive to do it, and you'll get whatever you want. You'll get whatever you want. Okay? That's what leaves you to a life of having a life with meaning. Alan Gonzalez with the yellow and red pill. it's like a golden eggplant / red pill emoji hybrid. But I want to talk about the Bible and the book of Ecclesiastes, talking about, Hans Gruber. Oh, I love it. About, the truth about life and stuff. And one of the greatest things is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18. And it says, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." Okay. Bruno, you are hilarious, bro. Hello, Hans. Any plans for Christmas this year? We're having don't leave me out of this conversation. Okay. We are going to go to Nakatomi Plaza for Christmas. Okay. Hot dude party. It's going down Nakatomi Plaza. Okay. It's going to go on. It's a holly jolly Christmas over there. Anyways, Ecclesiastes was first nihilist in history. I think Ecclesiastes is the name of the book, and this book was written by King Solomon. Can some of my Bible thumpers confirm that? But that's what I believe. But yeah, I want to read that again. He says, "And I gave," so it's, "for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." Right? And that's the truth about life and these things is like, the more you figure out about life, the more kind of, I don't want to say depressing, because I always live a happy life. I'm very happy throughout the day. My fucking dog's name is Happy, for Christ's sake. Isn't that your name? Isn't that your name? You gonna be cool? You're not gonna like chew on shit and like go crazy? I'll put you down now. Okay, go over there. Little polar bear. But yeah, seeing King Solomon was the first doomer. He does come off as that, and I want to talk about that. But it's true. The more you study, look, guys, I have got seduction and womanizing and everything dialed down to such a science that it's like boring to me. Like, the only thing that exhilarates me these days is like fucking a hot girl, and like the body that I like, right? I like the skinny girls with big boobs that are kind of nerdy, right? I like intelligent girls. I'm starting to realize that. Like, dumb girls really fucking bother me. I really can't, like, if she's dumb, like, the relationship comes to a quick end. I like girls that I can have a conversation with. And there are women out there with high IQ. And women who are out there with high IQ, a little bit smarter, typically the sex is better too. Like, everything's just better. And that's really my cup of tea. If I need something done, I don't need a dummy. Like, how do I figure this out? Like, I don't need a dummy in my life. I cannot tolerate stupid people. I cannot express how much I don't tolerate them. Thanks. Large Starks has got to go to work. Everyone have a hot dude life day. Thank you so much. KG says, "When I was a teenager, my mother was concerned about me. I took a test and I was told I am mechanically inclined." Oh, that's good. See, it's good to know where you are. Have some ideas rolling around. Let's do it. Those are diehard jokes, guys. Those are diehard jokes. If you don't know that, please leave the chat. But the more you know about life, it's funny, right? The thing that's been really interesting to me lately, and how how finding my meaning in life is like it's evolving, right? Recently, I just love watching behavioral data from humans, right? So I have a backlog of people buying Body Language Mastery, people signing up for the course and everything, right? I have a guy right now who he's claiming that I double charged his credit card through Teachable, right? And I'm just like, do you even understand how Teachable works? I don't even have access to, I don't have your credit card number. I have none of that. You're the one that puts your credit card number in and you press checkout. But he's saying that I charged the card twice, right? And he's filing a dispute right now. I won the dispute because he was wrong. And you know, the data I can see from Teachable, I can see how much of the course people have completed, how much they've watched, where they have exactly stopped, what minute marker. Like the amount of data I have is crazy. The guy has completed 0% of both courses. Did not attend the Telegram chat. Did not attend the webinars. Did nothing. I had over 200 people sign up for the SALT program. Okay. Average webinar attendance, people who attend, and not including the generals, because there's like 7 to 10 generals in there at all times, and members from my internship team. The average attendance was about 90 people. And of that 90, probably 30% of them are guys that have attended other programs and webinars, so they know the game. So out of 200 people, only 60 people attended the webinars. Okay? When you have truth like that, objective data, right? Oh no. Damn, I got hey, back up. Sam Whiskey with the $4.99. Yikes. Are you serious? He says, your boy Emmett Smith is getting a divorce after 20 years. The wife is getting it all.
You guys don't donate $100
wow,
right now.
there it is.
You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue
wow.
pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? Crazy. But yeah, going back to thanks for the $4.99, man. Thank you so much. Look what Andrew says right there. Look what Andrew says. I can fully vouch. John will give you a refund if he asks. His Patreon charged me $100 when I signed up, and then again on the first, they charged me. John gave me a refund. Exactly. Okay. But there are no refunds for Body Language Mastery and SALT because you can watch it all and then file for a refund and then you get the course for free. Nope, no refunds. No refunds. I have SALT. How do I get in the Telegram group? Oh, God. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Just send me a DM on Instagram and I'll send it to you. But, yeah, when you have data like I do and you see human behavior, like, here's the thing. If you're watching me, you're probably above average intelligence. And when you're above average intelligence, you assume everybody is on the same mental playing field as you. But that's not true. If you're a guy and you're sexually frustrated right now and you're financially frustrated and you're just going through life and the majority of people you meet, you're like, God, everybody's such a fucking idiot. If you're like a person that's going through life and you're like, why is everybody so dumb? Okay? You need to go and sign up for Body Language Mastery. You need to come join the group. You need to join the community. We are building a hive mind of excellence. You're the kind of guy that I want in the Hot Dude Army, and you're the kind of guy that can grow everything in your life through the effective coaching that's available. Okay? There you go. I took a IQ test for shits and giggles. Yeah, man. No, I'm telling you, objectively understanding where you stand is so true. It's a big part of success. But going back to that, right? You know, Oh, Jesus, everybody's signing up today. Aleph, the Nemesis, joined the Hot Team Army. Welcome. Hello there. Thank you for joining. If you want to join the Hot Team Army, click on that link right there. Boom, 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 baby. But yeah, the more you know, the more you can become sad and depressed, the more truth you know, right? Like when I used to think like women were loyal and faithful and like, oh, she's only talking to me. She's only talking to me. I'm the only guy she's talking to. They used to believe that like a couple years ago. And when I found out that like they're all fucking whores, not all of them, but you know what I mean. They're all talking to somebody. They're all got multiple dudes coming through talking and all that. It was kind of sad when I found that out. And I was just like, and I had to grieve. I had to heal and deal with that. And then, you know, now I am at a new point where I'm stronger. Through that sorrow, strength was born. You know, but what it is you're just, an old belief system is dying and you're killing it and you're grieving it. But that old belief system no longer serves you. I feel like I'm Rollo Tomasi today with this fucking breakdown. Is this good? Does anybody like it? Can I get some red pills in the chat? Red pills and ones if you don't have a membership.
Donate $100 right now.
Thank you.
You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life.
Thank you.
Send me $1,000 in donation right now.
2 cents just donated. $1.02. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, sounds like the red pills answer the upcoming U.S. Civil War. Absolutely. John M. with the one and the red pills. What a winner. But yeah. What's up, Troy? But yeah, that's what happens when you have a great wisdom. It comes great sorrow. But here's how I spun it, right? Now I look at people, right? Like the loser MGTOW Dictionary still doing a live stream every single week talking about me, giving me free promotion. Do you know how many people have told me like, oh, I found you from MGTOW Dictionary, and then I stopped watching his content, and like now I'm having sex, now I'm having a good life. That guy is actually he's a useful idiot. He's a really useful idiot, and it's great. It's great. Keep it going, baby. Keep on shit talking me. So, but when I look at people like that and I see what's going on with them being losers, right? Majority of people losers. I just look at it like this now. That's my competition. All I need to do is to defeat that and I can have abundance. You see what I'm saying? Instead of like walking around like, oh, the world is shit and everybody's shit and blah, blah, blah. Just be like, oh, the world is shit and I'm not. Therefore, I'm valuable. Therefore, I can be compensated financially, sexually, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's something that you guys got to have a mind shift, a mindset shift with your thinking. Because by having that mindset shift, and having a positive outlook, regardless of shit being bad, a positive mindset is huge, man. Man, I talked to this girl last night in the club. She was such a negative cunt. I wanted to kill myself when I was talking to her. She's like, so are you going to ask for my number? I was like, nope. Nope. Hard nope, sweetheart. Guess where she was from? Guess where she was from? Somebody writing in the chat. Guess where she was from? I'll give you a hint. It's currently on fire. USA, good. Near. America, yes. Czech Republic, no. Spencer, there you go. California. She's from Southern California. Bro, she was a hard 7. Hard 7 max. Like, that's me inflating it. Okay? Currently on fire. It's true. You know? And it's just like when you're at my level of interpreting game and understanding everything, right? You become so, not like, I don't want to say jaded, But, you know, Aaron Clary is DMing me right now. Sorry. But when you get to like my level of game and stuff, like you become so selective because then just having any old pussy, which most of you guys will just settle for any pussy, you know, it's better to have like a quality chick around you. Like, I mean, just like objectively speaking, like, you know, for me, my path is this. This is how I do it, right? This is the 3-part indoctrination, okay? So there's seduction, indoctrination, servitude, okay? Oh, that's pretty funny because it's SIS. This is how I make her a sis. There's a new one. Seduction, indoctrination, servitude. If you want to be my girl, that's the path you have to go down. Seduction, going on dates, seducing her, having sex, right? Indoctrination, you know, if you're indoctrinating her during sex, you're fucking her and saying things, and she's in a highly, you know, emotional state. But that's deep level seduction stuff. We'll talk about that another time. But you indoctrination, you start having her read books, you start telling her, this is how I live my lifestyle, this is how you should live. And then servitude. Now she starts doing things for me. She's handling paperwork for me in Japan, like dealing with translation issues, tax stuff, tax documents, like the high level Japanese stuff I can't read. It's really difficult kanji. Washing. Welcome, Mike the technician just joined the Hot Dude Army. The Hot Dude Army is blowing up today. Can we get some golden eggplant emojis in the house? Thank you. Throw them up there. Dude, we're on fire today. Thank you all for being here, by the way. Thank you all for being here. So, where was I? All these alerts are so just coming in. It's fun. Oh, yeah. So, and then servitude. Massage me. Wash me. Nonsense that I want to deal with, like telling the taxi driver where to go in fluent Japanese and tell him exactly where we want to get dropped off, not have to be like, I can fumble my way through a sentence sometimes, but you know, I don't want to even deal with that stuff, you know? Like my Vietnamese cleaning lady, she comes over and it's like not even, I mean, this is, my other hoes do this too. I'm not banging my cleaning lady. I'm not going to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Excuse me. But, you know, the servitude side, right? Meal prep, cooking, cleaning, washing, laundry, ironing my clothes, folding stuff, cutting Happy's hair, washing Happy, feeding Happy, playing with Happy, right? Like stuff that I just don't want to waste my time on because I'm too high value. I'm using the mental willpower points that are finite every day to get out there.
You guys don't
and
right
thank
now.
you, Elliot.
You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life.
Thank you.
$1,000 in donation right now.
Elliot with the $5 super chat says, great job. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, you awesome guys. If you want to send another one, a direct donation, you can click on that link right there with the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating channel. And you will be able to send a donation, and I get 100% of it. When you send the donation through YouTube, then I have to give them 30%, and I have to wait 1 month to get the money.
Donate $100 right now.
Good Lord.
You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue
Thank
pill
you.
for life. Better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
Red Sings the Blue says, last night was amazing. Love to become the Hot Dude Army again. Thank you so much. But yeah, like I said, you know, that's the 3-step process, right? Seduction, indoctrination, servitude. And when women, what are you doing? Come here. Barking? You weirdo. That's the plan for me, and that's the thing. And then, you know, if you're not serving, like if all you're bringing to the table is pussy, I'm not impressed as a man. I'm not impressed. Like, can you sew? Can you help me balance my diet? Can you help me do difficult shit that I just can't do, but you can do? Like, that's the thing, and that's what you got to be doing, right? So that's like the hot dude life plan right there. But even when you have that, like you have it all, like I guess, going back to it, if you don't have meaning in life, if you don't have something to, this is going to sound bad, but bear with me. Like you have to kind of blue pill yourself in a way. And what I mean by that is like, basically you need to be, at the point where like you can be, where you can like, forget about your death, that your impending death, your eternal consciousness being permanently shut off, right? That's what meaning in life is, because you have to find something to delude you. Before you have to choose your delusion is what you have to do, right? So choose your distraction, right? Some people choose God. Some people choose Jesus, Allah, whatever. I don't believe in that stuff. I wish I did, but I don't. They believe that there's going to be an afterlife, and that's the medicine they take to calm themselves from their impending, existential doom. So by handling these trivial things in life, money, women, that kind of nonsense, right? By handling these little trivial things, it allows you to kind of enjoy life, because that's the meaning of life, is enjoying life, right? You're sounding like Albert Camus. I don't know who that is, but I'll have to look him up. Send me a YouTube video. But that's the thing. You have to choose your delusion. So how I delude myself by, living like I live a very leisurely life these days. I sleep when I want to sleep. I wake up when I want to wake up. I go date hot girls. I have sex with them. I party once in a while. I do like the social aspect of going out, networking, meeting people. I'm a very gregarious person. And I love coaching men. I fucking love, because I get off on helping these guys. When I see their life change, like KG just wrote in the chat, he says, when I joined Body Language Mastery, because he did, I was 300 pounds Q3 last year. Now I am 230 pounds. He lost 70 pounds of fat. And I believe he's studying to become a pilot as well. I think you're doing our helicopters, at least something with the airplanes, right? Kevin, let me know. And that makes me so happy. Guys like Scott, guys like Ryan Christensen, guys like Josh, either program. Look at Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines was in Q1 of Body Language Mastery. Q1, when there was 9 of us on a webinar, because we did it on Google Hangouts. And I showed up every day and I just talked to them and coached them all every single day. And it was just awesome. It was so freaking great. Now look at Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines is blowing up. He is exploding. He just did a fantastic show the other day with Donovan Sharp. And this is, I bear with me when I say this. I made Myron Gaines, but not that sounds really terrible. Because he made Myron Gaines, he put the work, he's doing the thumbnails, he's buying all the equipment and stuff. But I was part of that. Googs from the Male Academy, I was part of that. Ryan Christensen, I was part of that. I'm the reason Rich Cooper is collecting email addresses. I was told him, I was like, dude, you need to start collecting email addresses, bro. And that's why he's collecting email addresses, and he's taking his digital marketing to a whole new level. And so, I'm teaching Rolo about stuff, and all these guys are getting benefits from me. And that's what makes me feel good, right? When I tell people to do something and they do it and then they get results, Mac the Day Gamer is another one, right? That is what my meaning in life is, right? I still have my existential woes here and there, but majority of time I'm just focused on building this business, banging some broads, having fun with my little angel here. I look at her all the time. I'm like, oh my God, one day she's going to die. I'm going to have to bury her. I'm going to fucking be so sad. But I enjoy the time with you now, don't I, baby? I spoil you. And you get me so many girls. You are the best investment I ever bought. It's funny, when you have a dog like this, you guys haven't taken the puppy pill. My puppy high is kind of over right now. When I first got her, I was like, oh my God, I got a puppy. We got a puppy. But for girls, when they first meet her, it's like every single time it's the same visceral reaction, like, and Happy's really friendly. She like when people come over, she jumps on them. Dude, they are just, they're just, they love her. They light up. It's just so funny. So that's what I'm talking about, finding the meaning in life. So I want to read some more from Ecclesiastes here. Put you down. Here we go. So we have there's another. Let's say I think I'm just gonna read chapter 2. Are you okay with me just reading chapter 2? It is about 20.
You guys, donate $100 right now.
Thank you.
You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 donation right now.
Andrew K with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. It says night game is a little tough in NJ. I'll have to level up. Night game is tough everywhere. I went out last night. I. Oh boy, you guys want to hear a story from last night? A real life in the field story. So two things. I'm gonna read the entire chapter. Okay. What do you the chains? These chains are actually 18 karat gold. They're not 24. But this thing is. I bought this from an Indian man in a strip mall in Cheyenne, Wyoming. This Jesus here, and then I bought this at a place here in Japan. This is a 24 karat gold pendant. It's a stallion because I'm wild like a horse myself, unbreakable. Saw IGs, bro. LMAO at the Super Saiyan. Thank you, dude. Anon, you're the fucking man, baby. Love you. But yeah, I'll read chapter 2, but I'm gonna tell you the story last night, okay? Because night game is hard. Night game, you gotta deal with all this bullshit. Let me tell you what happened last night, right? So I'm a little hopped up on some good TRT right now, and I've been exercising a lot, and so I'm feeling real manly, right? And sometimes little things piss me off. Last night I went out and I went to this like event, just like a networking event to meet some Japanese people. And I met this Japanese girl, and she was like 6 out of 10, right? Teeth are like real gangly. She was a real sweet girl. I mean, there's a point. I'm not like insulting her. There's a point to this. And I was at this party, and I saw this guy there, and he was wearing a Rolex too. He was wearing like a Datejust, right? And I have a Daytona, so those who know Rolexes, you know what's up. But I still liked it. I was like, oh, can I see it? And he was French, right? French people are such fucking assholes. Not all of them, but you'll hear, you'll understand. So I was just kind of like, social butterfly around the event. And then we talked, and he was a real dick. He was real mean. He was real like snobby. And I was just like, okay. And then he's like, so what do you do for a living? He's like, I work for Sony. I was like, oh, cool. So like, you're proud to be an employee. That's adorable. Right. And I was like, oh, I'm just YouTuber, and he's like, oh, I was like, that you do good for yourself. I was like, yeah, like it keeps the lights on. I'm getting by. And he's like, oh, well, that's good. At least you're free to do he was very condescending. He was like, at least you're kind of free to like, do whatever you want, and you can make some money to keep the bills on, keep the lights on, right? And so, so then the girl that I was left next to, she was to my left, he was to my right. He puts his left leg up and like kind of, because she was standing on this ledge above him, and so he puts his left leg up trying to block me out from her, right? And I was just like, dude, you do not have to scramble the jets to keep me away from this girl. And so she started, naturally, she just liked me. She's like, I was like, oh, where you been to America? She's like, I've been to Orlando. I was like, oh, cool. I'm from Orlando. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, I love Disney. She got so excited, and she was really, really, really happy to talk to me. Right. And so then he was getting really insecure. Right. And he's a good looking guy too. I was like, what are you like being such a fucking dork for? Anyway, so the party ended. We're like, we're going to go to another party, right? And so we go to another location, but we're going to take some taxis, right? And so I'm about to get in the taxi with them, and because we're like moving in groups, and he went with 2 girls, and like I'm telling you, these girls are like 6 out of 10 max, both of them. I tried to get into the taxi, and he grabbed my hand, and then he slapped my hand, and he pushed me away. I pushed my hand away, and then closed the door of the taxi, and the taxi drove off. I was fucking livid. I wanted to fucking murder this guy. I wanted to kill him. I was so angry. And like, that's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't. Okay. I don't give a fuck if you're going to beat my ass or whatever. Like, I will make you feel pain for, crossing that boundary. I don't care if you're black belt, blue belt, whatever the fuck you are. I don't give a shit. Okay. So,
you guys don't donate $100
So-
right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're a blue pill for life. $1,000
that's funny.
donation right now.
And that's
So again, thank you, Alex. Those 6s are his MLD, hands off, right? So he slapped my hand, and so what happened was I was like, I knew where they were going station wise, but I didn't know the bar. And so this other guy was like, hey, we're going to go to that bar that they went to. Let's do it. Let's go together. And I was like, let's go indeed. And so we went to the bar. It was some bar called Bonjour. It was like a French bar. And I saw him in there, and I walked up to the guy, and I was like, I put my finger in his face. I was like, if you ever touch me again, you ever slap my hand, you ever do anything like that, I will kill you in the streets of Tokyo, motherfucker. I will fucking murder you in cold blood. And this guy, he had a purse too. This guy shit himself, man. Of course, I'm not going to kill anybody, and I was upset at the time, but I just like told him, and he didn't say shit. He just sat there and took it. And I told him, I was like, you should fucking apologize. He's like, I'm not going to apologize to you. I was like, bet. I know you exactly. I said, I know your name. I know I can find you on LinkedIn. I know who you work for. I said, bro, I said, I told him, I said, you better pray. You better pray to fucking God. You better get your Bible out and pray to your fucking French Jesus that I do not see you in the streets. And, looking back on it now, like, it was kind of petty, but at the same time, like, my manhood, I have pride, man. I have pride as a man. That's just who I am. Like, yeah, you want to say, MLD, you're a dork, you're this, whatever. That's fine. I'm not as perfect an alpha as you. But, that was like, no, sir. No, sir. Not on my watch. But that's the kind of shit you have to deal with in the night game. So I understand what you're saying there. That the night game is tough, but that's the nonsense you have to deal with. And people who typically go to nightclubs are really low IQ. Like the girl I went out with today, she was a little insufferable, a little bit of an arrogant cunt, but I actually enjoyed the conversations with her because she was smart. She was an intelligent girl, and she was hot. And since she was like, you know what, I hate nightclubs. I don't like going to nightclubs. She's like, I'm a homebody. Right? There's a certain breed of girl that is like a homebody, and those kind of girls that are homebodies are actually some of the best girls to date. Okay. Christian Martigo says, bro, I'm mad for you right now. Oh my God. Listen, I would have handled that guy quickly. It would have been very, 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 very short fight. But it was nice to walk up to him and put my finger in his face and be like, we can settle this right now. You want to get physical? Cause that's the thing. People who know how to fight and people who know how to do those like dangerous combat activities, they don't act like this guy. This guy's never been punched in the face in his life. This guy's super blue pilled as well. You see? And I could tell he's kind of pampered, and like he kind of grew up in a pampered experience, but that guy was shitting himself, man. He was shitting himself. And what's funny is I punked him in front of the girls, and the girls left his ass after. And the girls kept on staring at me like kind of like, oh, this guy's dangerous, but like, like they were interested. Bro, that's just French guys. No, I know. I have some cool French friends in Tokyo. I do have some good French friends. But yeah, don't slap me with your purse wearing ass. But anyways, that's just some of the nonsense you have to deal with. That's was it the purse that gave away he was pampered? Yeah, guys, it was not a satchel. It was like a purse. Like he was carrying around like a big bag, like you know the big bag your mom carries around with the big handle on it. He was carrying around a purse, and I was just like, all right, you know. I should have taken his purse from him and like started beating him with his own purse. Oh man, you know, was he gay? Well, no, he was not. But let me go back to you know, the thing, dump the purse out, make him pick it up. That's a genius move. That's what I should do. That's fucking hilarious. A punch in the face is a natural consequence for an attitude adjustment. Yeah, absolutely. And you shouldn't touch guys that are bigger and stronger than you at all. Okay. Anyways, so let me read chapter 2 here, because again, like, you know, again, like that's the thing. When you get to my level and you kind of get to this level where you literally see the code in the matrix with human behavior, you have so much repetitions in understanding game and human behavior, psychology, all that stuff. You see things transparently. Like I saw this guy and his pathetic behavior from a mile away, but I didn't think he would, like, you know, hit me. Like, and again, it was just a smack, but it's you know, it's the principle, guys. It's the principle. That's the thing. I don't go around slapping anybody, dude. Mac the Day Gamer's in here. I've never even hit Mac. Like I've never even playfully done anything to him like that. You know, like the worst thing we do was like we like call each other names and shit behind the scenes, but like that's about it. But like I've treated Mac with nothing but respect since the moment I met him. And same thing, you can talk to Charlie. I have punched Charlie though, because because Charlie would get drunk and punch me all the time. Right? It was just his kind of thing that he did, and I remember one night he kept punching me, and then he punched me and it hurt, and I was just like, all right, Charlie. I was like, Charlie, and he was fucking smashed, okay? And I just remember I took my left hand and I put it behind his neck and I right hooked him right in the stomach, and he fell on the floor, and he was like, ugh, in this bar in Tokyo, and he was blacked out though. He didn't remember this. But I mean, Charlie's never punched me to this day, but like that's as violent as I get. But yeah, and Charlie will tell you. Oh man. But yeah, so Charlie, yeah, but I love Charlie. But that's the thing. I would never even hit a stranger, let alone a friend. And so, you know, that's just, you know, that's the kind of things you deal with when you have this bird's eye view. Little things like this will be nuisance if you're already dealing with like a shitty job situation, a 9-to-5 where you're only making like $35,000 a year, you're sexually frustrated, all these things. You know, once you clear up the easy, like the surface level problems, which is sex and money, then your life is like the quality and happiness, it goes up, man. It goes up, and you get new levels of problems. Like I said, again, when it says here, I gave my heart to wisdom. This is chapter 1, verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this is also a vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow. So now I see all this stuff, right? I understand what's going on, and it kind of, life is kind of can get a little boring when you know when you're doing these kind of things, and you get so good at something that it's just like kind of loses its taste. You know, like when you fuck that girl for the first time, it's fantastic, but like after the 20th time, it's like, oh, okay, I need a new girl. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, Mac the Day Gamer. See, Mac has a lot of experience boxing. He was boxing for many years, and he's Irish. You know, so he's got fighting in his blood. And he says there in the chat, only guys that don't have experience with violence lay hands because it's a license to kill. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like I said, I could have made very quick work out of this guy, very quick work. But you know, that's just the kind of dum-dums to deal with. But when you have a little bit of money, when you have a little bit of game, it alleviates this shit. Like last night I was in the club, it got a little crazy. I know the promoter, right? And so I said to him, hey, like, it's getting a little busy and I don't want to be like, fighting down there with all the plebs. I was like, can we just like get some champagne and just pop up in the corner over here and you bring me hot girls? And he's like, say no more. Because listen, when you got money and you got a Japanese man on your side, because most Japanese guys, they're not going to be your friends. They're snakes. Like, it's so fucking true. The majority of Japanese men are not going to be friends with you. But this guy, he's fucking down, man. He's my homie. He's a good kid. And he hooked me up with the corner, hooked me up with some champagne, and he just like brought me a bunch of girls. That's why I didn't do dude party yesterday. I just had too much fun. Honestly, I needed a little bit of a break after the week of SALT webinars. It was intense, man. Because, I think there's 2 days I did 5.5 hours straight by myself. So yeah, going back, when you have a little bit of money and a little women, like I had girls with me. But what's the other side of a club? Like, you're down there, you're like getting shuffled around, you're waiting for a drink, you're like trying to figure it all out. There are ways to solve your problems, gentlemen. A lot of you guys think that like your life sucks and like this is it. Life sucks and like that's it. Like nothing's gonna change. But I'm here standing at the finish line for sorting out that part of my life, telling you like, no, you can do it, and this is how you get here. Right? Damn, you saw that, Rashid? Good eye. I did not. I honestly, she was with some other dude, and like, girls, they like you and then they don't. She kissed me in the club last time, and then I hollered at her last night, and she was just like zero interest because she was with some other dude. So I mean, and that's again like knowing that, I just know it's just part of the game. Does it hurt my hate feelings? Like, oh yeah, it hurts ego a little bit, right? Like it was so near and then now it's gone because I matched with her on Bumble. We ran into each other at the club. The night Mac was there, the night I met her. But that's just part of the game. That's just part of the part of it all. So I just deal with it, right? Charge it to the game. Exactly. Honestly though, to be honest with you, like when I talked to her and like was having the communication, as hot as she is, there was just it wasn't clicking because she's a dummy. I know she's a dummy. Like the conversation wasn't flowing. It seemed forced. Like there was just no chemistry there. She was hot, and it was a good like she's great eye candy. But other than that, it's just it's what it is. Anon says, last night my friend got with a girl who slept with him, then said she had a boyfriend after. They all belong to the streets and nightclubs. Yes, they do. A girl with a boyfriend in the nightclub? Liability. I met this girl last night. She was so funny. Here's another side story. This girl, she was so hot, right? She's super, super hot. But I was like, where did I seen this girl before? So I got her Instagram, and then I realized, because she was acting like, Johnny, my shit don't stink, walking around the club. And then I saw her posting herself for sale on Seeking Arrangement. I was like, this is where I've seen you. Because she used one of her Instagram photos from Seeking, or from one of her Instagram photos is also on Seeking. And I remembered it because she has a nice body. And I remember seeing that, and I was just like, come full circle here. Come full circle. So you just see so much, and when you're my level, it can make you depressed. But what I do is I flip the script, and I think this is my competition, because women are your competition too in the business area, because women are part of the workforce. I mean, and how many of you guys know like women that are leaders in your field versus men, right? Because in the business world, it's driven by results. It's not driven by sex or gender or whatever. You know what I mean? So you got to just reframe these things. Reframe it. Let's read chapter 2 here of Ecclesiastes, okay? He said, I said in my heart, go to now. I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore, enjoy pleasure. And behold, this is also vanity. Okay? What does he mean by that? That it's also, I think he's obsessed with death when he wrote this. It's all vain because it's all gonna come to an end. Life is just like it's a joke to an extent, but you have to enjoy it. You know what I mean? But he's saying this is vain too. You're gonna fucking die. Like, you can have all the sex, you can have all the orgasms, you can have all the bitches, but I mean, even like it's just your emotional high, and that's it. You know what I mean? You're gonna just eventually be like, you know, I need a new bitch, or I need two bitches at the same time, or I'm tired of going on dates with girls. I just want them to come straight to my house and fuck, right? I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, what doeth it? I sought in my heart to give myself unto wine, yet acquainting my heart with wisdom, and to lay hold folly, till I might see what was that good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all of the days of their life, right? I feel like I need to not get King James Version. I think it's too difficult for some people. I hope you're following along. I made me great works. Listen, this is a good part right here. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 4. I made me great works. I builded me houses. It does say builded. I planted me vineyards. I made me gardens and orchards. And I planted trees in them of all kinds of fruits. I made me pools of water, to water therewith the wood that bringeth forth trees. I got me servants and maidens, and had servants born in my house. Also I had great possessions of great and small cattle, above all that were in Jerusalem before me. I gathered me also silver and gold, and the peculiar treasure of kings and of the provinces. Somebody send money? Oh, somebody just booked a consultation. Blaine, I got you. Blaine just booked a 1 hour consultation. I am booked out the wazoo this week. And I gathered me also silver and gold, and the peculiar treasure of kings and of the provinces. I gat me men singers and women singers, and the delights of sons of men, as musical instruments, and that of all sorts. So I was great, and increased more than were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me. And whatsoever mine eyes desired, I kept not from them. I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and the labor that I had labored to do, and behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit. There was no profit under the sun. And I turned myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly. For what can the man do that cometh after the king? Even that which hath been already done. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth dark. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. Damn, that's good. Who's enjoying? This is some fire. This is some good Sunday sermon. Come on, we're reading the Bible here and having some good time. I'm enjoying this personally. That is fire right there. Let me read that again. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceived also that one event happened to them all. Then I said in my heart, as it happens to the fool, so happens even to me. And why was I then more wise? Then I said in my heart, this is also vanity. Okay? Vanity. Vanity. It's all vain, gentlemen. All vain. Aaron says, Roosh V, Rushvi gave me a signed copy of an Orthodox prayer Bible telling me you're almost there, Aaron, when he handed it over. What a saint. Well, you guys, just so you guys know, Aaron is the one who gave me access to the private Roosh video that I did a breakdown on, which just showed like the guy just, I mean, that's an example of a guy who he found his delusion. He chose Christianity, right? He was never really red-pilled in understanding women because he was still simping in his 40s. He was simping after girls, bro. If you got this shit down, you don't simp out, man. You don't simp out. Okay? And then he like found Jesus and stuff. That's the new thing he chose. These people. Thank you for the comment, Aaron. Where am I here? For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool forever. Seeing that which now is in the days to come shall all be forgotten. How dieth the wise man as the fool? He says, doesn't matter if you're smart, doesn't matter if you're dumb, doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor, death is coming to claim us all, boys. It's coming to get your ass. Okay? And that's why I say, what is the purpose of life? My philosophy personally is to do what you want to do. This is why people are revolting against the social justice warriors who are forcing this dogma on people. It's like, I talk about it everywhere. Like I talk about it, you know, like look at this thing like now with the whole cuties thing, right? These people, these psychopaths from Southern California, Netflix, they are now defending a movie where 11-year-old girls are shaking their butts and crotches at the camera. And for you guys that are Islamic, Islam is next. They've already taken out Christianity. Now they're trying to take away the sanctity of Islam. Okay? These people hate religion. Religion is good, I think. It makes people decent. It really does. It does. The you know, people from, I mean, I'm not Muslim, but Myron Gaines is, and what's his name? Abu American is. Taj is a mod here. He's Muslim. And, you know, I just gotta say, like, I think religion, Conk is a Christian, and Tom Bombadil is a Christian, right? They're in the Hot Dude Army, and them too, like, they're good people. They're like decent guys to talk. Like, you have a conversation with them. They're good fellas, right? So they're coming from it all, and like these people, when they're just trying to force this kind of belief system on you, that's what people hate. Most people are more people are becoming aware of their mortality at a very fast rate. Okay, especially these Zoomers, and they just want to do what they want to do. They want to live this life and express it and have a great time, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, a lot of girls when a girl meets a man with options and freedom, they don't know what to do. That's why some of these girls, when they try to control me, I'm like, listen, it is a fool's folly for you to try to control me, woman. It's not going to happen, baby. It's not going to happen. You're never going to control me. Sorry, my nose is itchy. This fucking air conditioner is blowing right down on my face.
Good work, soldier.
Smooth Jammin' with the $3. Hallelujah. Thank you so much. You are now an alpha male. Remember, when you donate with the Streamlabs link, you're an alpha male. When you donate with the YouTube, you're just an Alpha Bro Max. So you got to ask yourself, do I want to be Alpha Bro Max? Do I want to be Alpha Male? Or do I want to join the Hot Dude Army? Okay? You can click on that and join the Hot Dude Army as well. Joining the Hot Dude Army is the best way to go. But yeah, you see, you guys, what I'm saying? Is this making sense to you? Like, you got to choose, like, you have to find your meaning in life, and through the red pill, this is what I've come to my conclusion. I just want to enjoy my life and be happy, because that's all you can do. It's really all you can do, right? I like to play video games. I played fucking Soul Calibur yesterday. I'm a bad winner. Let me tell you something. When I beat somebody in Soul Calibur, I run over there with Siegfried and I stomp their fucking KO'd body. Okay? I'm a terrible winner. But I love it. I love playing video games, and I love going on dates with girls, and I love meeting people, and I love exercising. I love going to the beach. I love eating high quality organic foods. I love my dog, right? I choose to surround my life and my lifestyle with things that I love and happiness. Like this is how I've chosen to live my life. But when you're involved in the blue pill, your life is governed by lies, and you can never try and find true fulfillment and happiness through lies, in my opinion. I'm not a real genius philosopher. Maybe somebody's out there like, oh, well, Nietzsche said this or whatever, but I don't feel like you can find true fulfillment and happiness and living life to the max through lies, in my opinion. Best part of video games is shit talking. Absolutely. Guys, smash that like, by the way. We got like 200 people up in the house, got 100 likes. Let's try to get that likes up to 150, please. And it helps me in the algorithm as well. I'm Latter-day Saints. There you go. You're a great guy too, man. You are a great guy. I'm not just saying that because you're in the community. You are a great guy, Kevin. And I fucking love how much humility you have and how hard you've been working, man. And you also will get what you want. You should use a clip of Roosh accepting donations in Jesus' name specifically for these Sunday sermons. Oh boy, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna continue reading this. So I want to read back to chapter 16 or chapter 2, verse 16. He says, "For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool forever." Like I find when people are like, I want to leave a legacy behind. I want people to remember me. For what? Who gives a shit? Like you're gonna be on a book or maybe a documentary, and that's it. Like, yep, but maybe in 100 years, nobody's gonna give a fuck about you. Like, you think in 100 years people are gonna give a shit about Michael Jordan? Probably, but he'll still be dead. The only point I really think of having a legacy is this. Here's a real deep, dark dive into my crazy mind, okay? I think the only reason for me to become famous or whatever is so I can leave a recording behind being like, if in the future you are able to cure death, like, please here's my tooth, my DNA's in here, like, bring me back to life with my current consciousness, like, save my consciousness and bring me back to life so I can live forever. And then, eventually we have to escape the heat death of this solar system. Like, if you think of everything, it's just like, oh, fuck, like, what a goddamn, like, nightmare to try to figure this shit out. Like, okay, I'm going to live forever, and then we have to, like, figure out how to travel light speed, and then we got to get out of Earth because Earth is eventually going to be destroyed, and then are we alone in this universe? Like, there's no other life in the universe that we know of, so what's, like, where do we go? Can we terraform another planet? How are we doing this? Are we like moving our way? Are we going to go to Mars, terraform, and then we're going to go somewhere else and terraform? Are we just terraforming our way out of the solar system, the Milky Way? It's just like you're fucking racking your brain trying to think this stuff. It's like, fuck it. Let me just watch something on YouTube. Let me smoke some weed. Let me fuck a girl. Let me just be happy now and like think about the things that I can control. You know what I mean? Joe Rogan train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night. Oh man, so that's what I'm saying. That's the only point I'm thinking. Like, if I can like leave a piece of my teeth behind or like some piece of DNA that they can like bring me back to life and have my consciousness restored. I'd like to come back to life. Like I like my brain now, but I like my body better at 29. So like we can custom respawn. Like, how can we do this? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone is born an agnostic, non-believer in God until they're brainwashed by their parents' village. Yeah, it's interesting. Kids ask the questions all the time too. So anyways, let me go back to here. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 16. For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool forever. Seeing that which now is in the days to come shall all be forgotten. And how dieth the wise man as the fool? Verse 17. Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Vexation means to get angry. You know, it's a real Caribbean word. You know, you make him a real vex boy. They're vexing me. 18, verse 18. Yea, I hated all my labor, which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor, wherein I have labored, and where I have shewed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. Therefore I went about to cause my heart to despair of all the labor which I took under the sun. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity. Yet to a man hath not labor therein, he shall he leave it for his portion. This is also a vanity and a great evil. Let me read that again. This is verse 21. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity. Yet to a man that hath not labored therein, shall he leave it for his portion. This is also vanity and a great evil. What's he saying? He's literally saying socialism is terrible in the Bible. That's what he's saying. Okay? Oh, we got a hater in the chat. John, did you pay back your stepfather? Oh, I think he means like, I don't think he meant that in a bad way. Johnny from Trinity. Yeah, my mom is half Trinidadian. She's from San Fernando, baby, Princesstown. But yeah, I don't think Antonio Perez meant anything bad by that. I think because I don't refer to that guy as my stepfather. That guy is the dude who married my mom. That is not a stepfather. That's another guy. That's a fucking loser. I'm giving him time to explain himself. You're good, Taj. You're golden, baby. But here he talks about it. He says, why the fuck am I going to work my ass off? Here's the Modern Life translation of the Word of God. Modern Life Dating, the MLD version, MLD translation, okay? He says, I'm working my ass off. I became wise. I became knowledgeable, right? And yet I'm going to give it to fucking some asshole who is gonna waste it all, and he's like, that didn't even earn it after I die. He says this is vanity and it is evil. Evil. I want to show you a clip of a perfect example of this. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. It was talking about. Ooh, excuse me. It's talking about evictions. Did you guys see that? I watched CNN for the first time in 5 years, and oh my God, is it cancer? Unbelievable, bro. I don't know if I saw it on CNN. I don't know. Let me see. CNN COVID eviction. Let me see. This is it. Let me see. Is this it? Because there was a clip of this guy. Oh, here it is. This is the police officer, but I want to see if this is the guy. He was like a young Spanish guy with like tattoos on his neck. Let's see. Eviction crisis. Eviction Houston. 1 second. This is really important, so I want to make sure I pull it up. If anybody knows what I'm talking about and you have a link to it, please let me know. shucks. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, cool. So what I'm about to say is going to be really, really, really cold-hearted, but you got to bear with me, okay? Like, again, this is the red pill. This is not the feel-good pill. Okay, this is the red pill. Okay, here. So there's this kid, right? This is exactly what he's talking about here in the Ecclesiastes. Let me show you. Okay, so take a look at this right here. So this guy, he got evicted because he couldn't pay his rent and he couldn't get by because of the coronavirus, right? And so he actually went viral and people all came together and gave him money. So I'm just going to pay his rent and pay a new place. But I'm going to talk to you why that's actually a bad thing here in a second.
Also now at 6 o'clock, an emotional message from a Houstonian facing eviction. His story was featured on CNN earlier this week, and it got national attention.
Everybody that reached out to me at nighttime, people that sent money that kept sending money to me, it's enough to get on my feet.
Tonight, Israel gave an emotional thank you for all that support.
We told you last night at 10 o'clock about the Precinct 1 Constable's Office setting up a GoFundMe to help people just like Israel. And it's not the only effort in our area to help families who are facing eviction.
We do have live team coverage of
a story that
I'm going to skip to this section.
Aired earlier this week, and that was focusing on evictions in Houston. Now, he did acknowledge that he was behind thousands of dollars in unpaid rent, but watching him in a small...
Okay, so, you know, we got to, like, just be objective men here when we look at the situation. When you listen to him talk, you know, he's thousands of dollars behind on rent. He has a kid, and he's got tattoos on his neck. Looks like he's got tattoos on his chest and stuff. The thing is, the reason why his life sucks, and, again, I'm being objective here, so please just critically analyze this with me. His life sucks because he sucks. Okay? And now, this story right here went viral and people sent him all this money, and then you'll see his reaction.
Him and his small children have to leave their apartment generated a lot of attention and sympathy. The constable's office was handling that eviction, and after the story aired, Constable Alan Rosen said he started getting calls from across the nation from people wanting to donate and help Israel and his family. And today, Israel thanked everyone, saying in the end, this turned out to be the best thing that could happen to him.
I didn't expect all the help that I got, but it helped out so much. Like, it's unbelievable how people got such a great heart.
And the constable's office.
So now the thing is this. The problem is this. They're giving money to a guy that is incompetent with money management skills. So the money is just going to go. I mean, he's probably going to end up back where he started. Now, of course, that's like not guaranteed, but what I'm trying to say is that the way to cure his situation is by educating him and telling him to change, because he's going about things in a certain way that, quite frankly, it's very inefficient the way he's living his life. You know, that's why the majority of people who become lottery winners, they all go broke. You know that, right? They either go broke and or kill themselves. Why do you think that is? Because if you give a rich person if you give a poor person money, at the end of the day, they're gonna continue their poor money habits, and they're gonna become poor again. When you have the intelligence up here, it's with you forever, and then up here makes out here. I could lose my YouTube channel. I could get banned off PayPal, YouTube, all that shit, whatever. You guys really think like that's it? Like Jonathan he's done for. Like, he had his run and now it's over and he's never going to get to that financial level again. You know, it's just that was the tale. Oh, that was the tale of MLD. You think about that? What do you think? You know what I'm saying? James Doyle says, "Dear John, who art on live, said, hot dude, be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Simps will be dumb on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily red pill and deliver us from MGTOW. Amen." God damn, that is fantastic, James Doyle. That is awesome. I love it. Artemis says, "Gotta head to the gym. I'll see some of you later tonight. Great sermon today, and now it's time for me to worship in the Church of Iron." Go get him, Artemis. Fucking love you, buddy. Wisdom is better than gold because wisdom can get you gold. You see, and that's what he's talking about here. That, you know, it's evil to like give the money that and everything that he worked hard for to some idiot because he's just going to squander it. That's why I have a friend, right? Well, I'll give you a little just a little breakdown. So I know this guy. We're friends since middle school and stuff, but we kind of just grew apart because his father is a super powerful attorney, multimillionaire, right? And my friend, he's been always getting bailed out by his dad his entire life. His father, mind-blowingly successful. You see this happen all the time. Super rich, powerful dads, they fail as fathers because their sons are losers. Okay? If your father is super, super, super rich and you didn't cut the umbilical cord and you're not making it on your own, I mean, we all see it, right? How many guys know a guy who comes from a rich family is kind of soft, kind of a pussy, entitled? A lot of them do coke and shit like that. You know? And what happens? They end up squandering their father's wealth. I mean, this motherfucker was talking about this shit thousands of years ago. The Hilton son? Dude, Paris Hilton? Hello. Yeah, bro. Harry in the chat says, "Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he still cannot pay his rent like an entitled shitbag." I thought you were going somewhere wise with that. You know, that's the philosophy, right? That's why I teach men to become competent with getting women, right? Because that's what happens when you are blue-pilled. A woman gives you morsels of pussy to keep you on the path. She dangles the carrot in front of you. But when you take the red pill and you understand the psychology of seduction, what women are very attracted to, and you're able to, you know, utilize these skills to get what you want sexually, now she can't control you because come on, let's talk about women withholding sex to get what they want from men. Come on, are you kidding me? Come on. That's what we do. We educate you. If it's up here, no one can take it from you. The only way they can take it, one of these guys, right? And by bang, 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 only with a real gun, not an airsoft gun. That's what I'm saying. The only way to stop me is to kill me. I'm going to keep on, dude, even if I have to go full Alex Jones and broadcast only on my website and build a studio, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all. No one's going to stop me. I am a dangerous man because I've made up my mind, and my mind is to help other men. I'm not joking when I'm saying I'm building a hot dude army. I am building a hot dude army, and the hot dude army is everywhere. The hot dude army is in Africa. The hot dude army is in Asia. The hot dude army is in Hawaii. The hot dude army is in America. The hot dude army is in Canada, Mexico, Australia, India, Philippines, fucking Germany, France. The hot dude army is a movement. It is a literal global movement. And it is unstoppable. It's unstoppable. It's beautiful. Because guys are getting results all around the planet. All around the planet, ages 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. We got it all covered in the Hot Dude Army. We got a place for you. We've got a spot for you. It's available. And if you're not part of the Hot Dude Army, www.modernlifedating.com/body language. Get on the waiting list for Body Language Mastery. Attend the webinars. Come get a piece of the excellence pie. There's plenty to go around because people are just, they're happy eating shit sandwiches. Okay. Legendary Leo says, how should a man learn to handle money? No one wants to end up like the neck tattoo you got each other. Yeah, you got to find a man who's got his money sorted out and talk to him. Find a guy who's financially sorted out. And minimalism, man. Minimalism is big, dude. Like, a lot of you guys think I like wear all this expensive shit, like, because like I like this in my day-to-day life. No, I do it because we're this is the intimate stream. It's Sunday. I'm like 2 hours into this. Guys, it's marketing. It's marketing to catch the fucking guy who has like a 5-second attention span, and it catches the eye. And it's tax write-off. When I pay $500 for a hat, I file it under wardrobe. Now I got myself a cool Versace hat that I can use for the show. It's a tax write-off, because if not, guess what? The government's just going to come take the money anyways, right? And I get to wear Versace when I go out on dates with bitches, and bitches are dumb. They like fucking brand shit, and they're going to be impressed. You see? That's how I have my life structured. You see how perfect that works? It's beneficial in every way. You got to learn how to handle your money, or your money will handle you. Okay? The low IQ ones won't stay, though. It's true. Clary's very fugal. Yes. Yeah. I'm listening to enjoy the. I mean, I think I disagree with Clary a little bit on some of his financial views, because the reason he chooses minimalism, because Clary still kind of thinks like a boomer. And this is not a dig at him or anything. I love Aaron Clary. His book changed my life, The Curse of High IQ. And I buy his books too. I don't say send me the books for free. I buy them on Audible. Like, I'm sending Aaron Clary money. Okay? And Aaron Clary is not fucking broke. I don't know what you motherfuckers are thinking. He's definitely not broke. But minimalism is chosen by him because he wants to minimize the taxes that he's going to pay to the government. That's going to redistribute it to welfare babies and WIC and people like the guy we just saw on CNN. Like, if you read the book, here you go, Legendary Leo, pay attention here. Okay? You read the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Wattles. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And what he's saying is that he hates charity. And I hate charity too. And just bear with me when I say this. Because charity perpetuates the cycle that it is in. Like, if you give charity, constantly giving money to poor people, they become dependent on that charity. Therefore, they don't evolve up here. Most people will just always choose the path of least resistance. So through charity, you're perpetuating the cause that you are actually trying to fucking get rid of. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense? Okay. And he talks about it here. Giving it away. Velvet Melancholy, you must be new. I've never seen you when it said, join the Hot Dude Army, but thank you for joining the Hot Dude Army. Throw some red pills in the chat. But yeah, how to create a slave class 101. You see, this is why I love you guys. Look at the quality of the conversation even being held in the chat right now. That, like, what's going on right here in the chat? It, like, where is this happening? I mean, I love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. You guys are so smart. Oh, Bowen, what's up, baby? Man, it's crazy. So crazy. It's awesome. I'm happy. And this is the high level conversations I love having with you guys. Oh, Jordan, what's up? Okay. There are actually intelligent signs of life in the chat. Yes, exactly. You won't find this intellectual combos in Twitch chat. No, you will not. Trust me. Al says people need to suffer to advance in light. This is why immigrants do so well in America, because they don't want to go back. Yeah, the immigrant hustle. A lot of people seem to forget, like, I'm an immigrant in Japan. Like, I have a very steep uphill battle I have to battle here every single day. Like, life is not on easy mode over here. I went to a restaurant tonight, and I could tell it was super domestic, and the lady was immediately turned off by the fact that I was a foreigner. I was in a very domestic area, and she was like, "Oh, sorry, you need a reservation to eat at this restaurant." I was like, "This is some piece of garbage, like yakiniku joint." Are you like? And then I just knew I was being thrown out for being a gaijin, and I was just like, "Oh, whatever, you know, it is what it is," and I just walked out and had to go to another spot. But like, you guys don't even know. Like, so what he said is true. The immigrant struggle is real. It is real. It's not a joke. It's the real deal, man. It makes you stronger. In dealing with adversity, it makes you come up with solutions to your problems in order to survive. Okay? That is some red pill truth for you there. Let's continue, shall we? Chapter 2, verse 22 says, "For what hath man of all his labor and of the vexation of his heart, wherein he hath labored under the sun? For all his days are sorrow and travail grief. Yea, his heart taketh not rest in the night. This is also vanity." Verse 24, "There is nothing better for a man that he should eat and drink, and he should make his soul enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw, that it was from the hand of God. For who can eat, or who else can hasten hereunto more than I am? For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom, and knowledge, and joy, but to the sinner he giveth travail, to gather up and to heap up, that he may give him that is good before God. This is also vanity and vexation." So I think I'm going to read the next part as well, because it's one of my favorite parts in the Bible, and it's a lot of wisdom in there. Okay, we still paying attention? How about some ones and red pills in the chat? Are we doing good here? Brent Call, what's up, baby? Love you so much. Yeah, no one's coming for you. Internalize it and prosper. There we go. Ones and red pills in the chat. Bowen, throw the red pills. You know how to use the thing there. You can use the red pill emojis. You have them now. There you go. There you go. Dustin, what's up? Alan Gonzalez with the discount red pills. That's funny. But okay, so I think what was going on with Solomon here at this point, though, is, you know, he kind of realized the vanity of being alive, and everything's kind of a joke, right? And then he just happened to turn to God. He's like, oh, well, then, you know, basically I will create this perception of a great being above me and give praise to this magical figure in the sky, and then it will give me peace about my death, and then I'm also going to live forever. He deludes himself with that. That's what Roosh is doing right now. You know what I mean? So, and then that leads to chapter 3, which I've done a show on this before, but it's such wisdom. I want to talk about it. And it talks about the times, right? And so in chapter 3 of Ecclesiastes, it says, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. For what profit hath he worketh in that wherein he laboreth? Okay. So what he's trying to say is that there's seasons in your life and you got to roll with the punches. There's a time for everything, right? There's a time to do things. There's a time to go to the gym. There's time to bang broads. It's time to eat pizza. There's a time to hit your macros every single day and eat rice, chicken, and broccoli. You know, you got to enjoy the life, man. You got to enjoy this ride, baby. You only get one shot at this. Is the best time to be alive, guys. Look at this fucking awesome world we live in. Netflix, Uber, Tinder, Bumble. You don't even have to get married to get pussy. These girls will let you come on their face after taking them to Starbucks and getting them a $7 coffee. Think about that. A prostitute's like $100. Think about it. Okay? So, I mean, if churches gave sermons like John, men would flock to church, right? I know. I bet you they would. But yeah, that's why I say you have to internalize the red pill. You've got to sort out your money. You got to sort out your muscles. You got to sort out your game. And then you just choose your life path and walk it and enjoy it. Okay. You choose your life path, walk it, enjoy it, and just be happy. That's the goal of life. That's the goal of what we're doing here as men. We're all just trying to figure this out. Okay? We're all figuring this out. Tom's in the house. He said, just check back in here. A little sad I missed this. I've been supporting Religion Zero every Sunday. Love you, John. I love you more, buddy. I'm coming to Florida this year. I'll be there. We're gonna hang out. Let's eat some edibles. I really look forward to meeting you, Tom. I really, really look forward to meeting you. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, you know, yeah, I just think that you know, that's the way I live my life. That's the way I think we gotta do these things, right? So, where did you get your No Sympathy shirt? Right here. Click on that link. Alpha Villains is a guy who I support, and if you put in MLD1, you get a discount. So use the discount code so you get a what do you call it? Cheaper than the full price. Okay, but yeah, No Sympathy. Listen to MLD's sermon while praying in the Temple of Iron. Master the mind, master the body. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I did not go to the gym today because I was massively hungover. It was not good. But yeah, that's it, guys. So sorry I missed yesterday. We're still going to be live streaming every single day until Body Language Mastery is closed. And No Simp September. Remember, No Simp September. Go unfollow a girl right now from Instagram. Do not leave any comments. Do not like any girls' photos. It is No Simp September. We're not doing it. We are not simping out at all. This is a simp-free army. The crime of simpery is high treason in the Hot Dude Army, okay? We do not simp. No Simp September. So show up here, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, we begin the endurance streams. Guys, I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. Might be 5 hours every single day. But we're breaking down every single episode of The Black Phillip Show by Patrice O'Neill starting tomorrow. It is going to be fire game, as Afi Kingdom says. Fire game! Put a fire sign in the chat. I love Afi Kingdom. Fucking awesome guy. But yeah, that's what we're getting going doing here this week. So come on down. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I love you all. You guys are great. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for all the fucking tons of super chats and signups today. Seriously, that makes a lot. Means a lot. It helps me just, mentally decompress and know, like, okay, like the bills are paid and stuff. Patreon group. Oh yeah, by the way, Patreon group is tonight as well for the guys who want private coaching. And I actually did something because the Patreon sold out in one day. So what I want to show you guys is this. I have actually extended the coaching. So there's actually 23 spots left. Okay. So the Hot Dude Elite is on the left-hand side here. Okay. And as soon as you sign up, it's going to charge you, and then it charges you on the first. Okay. So you're going to get charged every first. So Hot Dude Elite, we are doing 2 webinars every single month on the 2nd and 4th Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, this month I'm doing every Sunday for the guys. 100 of the Hot Dude Elite is all sold out. So I did a Hot Dude Elite overflow. It's 101. There's 22 spots left. You're going to get an email with the Zoom link and have a conversation with me. We're going to take all your information that's important. Height, weight, what's your income, where are you located, how many girls you've slept with, what's your current trade, what's your business plan. If you're an entrepreneur trying to get some guidance, whatever it is, we got you sorted here. All you need to do is go to patreon.com/Modern Life Dating, select Hot Dude Elite Overflow, click join, and then, and this is it. I'm not doing anymore. 125 is the limit. And nobody else is going to be allowed in after this. This is totally going to fill up by the end of the year. I know without a doubt this will probably fill up by the end of October. But I just want to offer you guys that. Overflow gets access to webinars as well. Absolutely, yeah. It's just the same group. It's webinar coaching, but just I did Overflow just to include 25 more spots. Right. So it's 101 and it's the overflow. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching today. Get out there, have a wonderful day, make money, make muscles, learn the game. And I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit that subscribe button or Roberto's going to be angry with me.